All right, let me know if that is any better. I'm just clicking buttons at this point and hoping that something works. Sounds like Martians chattering. No, yeah, we're having no Martians, no Martians here. SOS, SOS. Oh dear. I sure hope we don't. Yeah, somebody waved their magic wand and now we can hear. Yay! Okay, I clicked the right button, it appears. So you can hear now. Whew. All right, gosh, that was stressful. All right, we got to toast him again, Mom. I said you're on the right and I'm on the left. Okay, let's toast again. This is my mom, Marilyn. She's joining us for our live tonight. We want to toast each and every one of you. Thank you so much for making and sending handmade cards. You are absolutely making the world a kinder place with every card that you send. Here is to a whole year of 2025 of making and sending more handmade cards and making the world even a kinder place. All right, cheers, everybody. We are having sparkling pear juice, and it's quite good. It's this one, sparkling pear. So there we go. So sorry for the sound issues. I'm glad we got that sorted. Oh my goodness. Changes every time I go live. I swear. It's like all of a sudden new things. All right, tonight we're going to make a fun fold card together. Let's dive right in. So after all that with the trying to get things worked out, I do want to remind you that I do send out free project sheets. So you're kind of leaning around here. We're seated tonight because Mom does better seated. I usually stand for my videos, so it's a little different for me. But yeah, it's kind of nice actually. I use a sit-stand desk for my demonstrations, so I can do either or. So if you want to get free project sheets that match up with my videos, you can go to SueStanfield.com, click on subscribe, and you should get those emails. All right, let's go ahead and let's start creating, friends. Oh my goodness, we're off to a rocky start, Mom. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna go to the desktop camera now. Oh, sure you are, Sue. Okay, here we go. Yay. All right, that's kind of working. We're a little bit wonky, but you know, that's me. I'm a little bit wonky. All right, so in our last video, we made this card. I'm going to just set this aside for the moment. In our last video, we made this fun fold card, which was inspired by Anita Dean's card. I can see it over there. Thanks for putting that up, Mom. I can now easily grab it. Okay, I'm back. So Anita Dean had sent me this beautiful Christmas card, which is a circle flip fold card. I found it on Patty Bennett's blog and also on Melissa Faust's blog and YouTube channel. So super cool. In the last video, we made this one with the new Umbrella Days. This one came out in November, I want to say, with the new online exclusives. This Umbrella Days stamp set, adorable. The matching dies, and I love how you can make a little sweater for the dog. In fact, Mercy is here with us. She's crashed out in her dog bed right now. So we're going to make another version of this. I did a version of this for a swap, and I want to share that with you. And there were some other cards that I showed you from my Christmas cards that you guys wanted to see, and I promise I will get back to those. But this card came out so cute, and I wanted to make it with you. Mom helped me make all these swap cards that I had to make. I'm going to put that up there for our inspiration, Mom. So, all right, so we need to do some choosing, though, and I need you guys to help us decide what we want to use here. So these papers, they're a sneak peek. These will be in the new mini catalog that comes out January 7th, or is available to customers January 7th. Demonstrators can pre-order this right now, or you can put these items in the starter kit right now. This is the Timeless Plaid 6x6 Designer Series paper. It's part of the Storybook Moments suite of products. So let me know in the comments if we want to use 1, 2, or 3, which pattern you want us to use on our card tonight. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, that's a good idea, Paula. She said if you did like a shiny raincoat on here, it would look even more realistic. So that's a fun idea. Yeah, good idea. So let me know 1, 2, or 3. Okay, got a couple votes for 3, a few more for 3, 1 for Sue's voting for 2. I saw one person vote for number 1. Oh, we got more coming in for number 2. Crazy Cat Lady votes for number 3. Let's see here. I'm going to set this aside, and then I'm going to bring in our cardstock. So our cardstock for our card is going to be dependent on which pattern you guys are leaning towards. So, what are you thinking so far? Looks like got a bunch more 2s, don't we? You see their votes coming in there. It's pretty even between 2 and 3. Not a lot of fans in the viewers tonight. All right, that's good to know. 2 and 3, 2 and 3, back and forth between 2 and 3. Oh, Julie likes 1. I love this plaid paper because it's great for masculine cards and whatever. So I'm seeing the majority are voting between these 2. So I'm going to take this one out. And here come a bunch more 3s now. And some more 2s. So 2 matches up really well with Lost Lagoon. And 3 matches up well with, it's got some crumb cake and pecan pie in here, but it also matches up well with the boho blue. So there's a bunch more 3s. And another 2. So these would be, Janine wants to know when these are coming out as flannel shirts. Well, we could make origami shirts, Janine. That would be really fun. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and it looks like the last few people voted for 3, so we'll go with number 3, okay? Let's do it. All right, somewhere in this disaster, I've got a paper trimmer. Found it, guys. All right, we play a little game here at Sue Stampville. If you haven't watched my videos before, I lose things all the time because I'm a messy crafter. It's just how I roll. And so when we find it again, we all say found it, and we take a sip of our beverage. I have my ice water here. Mom, you've got yours over there. Take a sip, everyone. We found the paper trimmer. And we're going to go ahead and cut our cardstock here. So let's start with our card base. Our card base is, Mom, hold my directions for me. Oh, upside down. Thank you. 5.5. Okay, this is not hard to, these aren't really hard measurements, are they? So it's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, which is basically the cardstock cut in half, right? Not too challenging so far. And then we're going to go ahead. Oh, everyone's letting us know what they've got in their cup. Texas ranch water. I don't know what that is. Is that alcohol? It sounds sounds like maybe it's alcohol. A&W root beer, water, all the things. So our boho blue is now going to be scored at 4 1/4 because it's 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4 for our card base. There we go. And now we're going to cut our designer paper to go on the front. That's right here. So that is going to be, I can set that aside for the moment, Mom. I'll need that in just a minute, though. We're going to cut this at 4 by 5 1/4 for our front layer. Ooh, vanilla Coke. That sounds interesting. 5 1/4. Right there. Okay. All right. So we've got that cut. You know what, while I have my paper here, I've got, you can see a 6 by 6 is what's needed to make one card. And I'm going to need a piece of designer paper for the inside of my card. So I'm just going to cut that right now while I've got the trimmer at hand here. So that is 5 1/4. No, it's not, Sue. Thanks, Mom. It's 4 3/4 by 1 1/4. Okay. I'm gonna do the side that's got a little more blue in it. 1 1/4. There we go. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Okay, I've got a little 1 1/4 piece. All right, so we've got that. Let's set this aside somewhere in this disaster. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and fold our cardstock. Give that a crease. So I'm so glad you guys are joining me and able to tune in here on this New Year's Eve Eve. No, it is actually New Year's Eve. And let me know if you have any big plans for tonight other than hanging out with us. Are you going to do some paper crafting? We're going to be eating dinner after the video. My son's he's over at a friend's house right now, but he's going to come back and grill out for us. And then we're going to play some games. And I don't know, we'll probably make it till midnight, won't we?
Sure, we'll try.
Mom and I are kind of night owls, so it probably won't be too hard for us. But we do have to get up early tomorrow and hit the road, so that'll be the challenge. All right, so this is our 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and layer it on the front here of our card. Now, when I put the adhesive on, I only put it on the perimeter because I'm going to be die cutting an opening here, and I need the pieces that come out of that opening for my card. So I didn't want them stuck together. So I only put adhesive around the perimeter of the card. Mary Kay is going to be in bed before midnight. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, right? All right, so we're going to bring in our die cutting machine here. Try and just move some things out of the way so that you can see. Ooh, you made Chex Mix. Yummy. That sounds delish. All right. I was craving Chex Mix today. I don't know why. All right, we're going to go. I went to 2 grocery stores today. The first one was complete madhouse. Like everybody in the world was at the grocery store on New Year's Eve, getting their New Year's Eve snacks and stuff, I guess. All right, so I've got my card. This is the top. This is the bottom. I know it's sideways here, so that might be a little confusing. And I'm going to grab my dies. These are the Stylish Shapes dies. Love these dies. I've had them forever. They just are a really great staple to add to your stash of cards. And we're going to use this one. So let me see. That's the third down from biggest. Third down from biggest. Now the last card we did was this one, and we used the second down from largest. You can use any of them. This one we're going to go the third down from largest to make our initial hole in our card. And I'm going to be putting a banner greeting down here, so I want it kind of in that upper quadrant of the card, and I sort of want it centered. So what do you think, Mom? Does that look kind of centered, kind of, sort of? Mm-hmm. Yeah, not too bad. All right, just so that it doesn't move, I'm going to secure it with a sticky note. Sticky note. Normally they're right. Oh, found them. They flipped out of the holder. So we got a sticky note here. We're going to just tack this in place so that it doesn't accidentally move on me. And we're going to go ahead. Oh, Mickey's doing some crafting tonight. You're going to try to make it to midnight while you craft? That's always a good idea, right? And we're going to crank it through. You know, with different time zones, you can always watch the ball drop in places that are like London, where it becomes midnight earlier, right? I'm going to go ahead and crank this through. And, oh, sorry you're under the weather, Judy. I hope you're feeling better soon. All right, we got that cranked through here. All right, so let's take this off and see what this looks like. I'm going to peel this off. So this is now cut out the designer paper. That's what it's called. Hang on to that, Mom. We're going to use that. And it's also cut out a boho blue circle, which I am going to be using because we're going to be filling that hole back in, okay? And then, of course, we have our card base here. Now, while I have this at the ready, let's go ahead and let's pick a, you know what? No, I'm going to move this out of the way. Never mind. I got ahead of myself. All right, I'll just put it on the floor. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to die cut a piece of basic white. All right, I've got my basic white here, and this is going to be the inside piece for the card, the folded insert. Mom's holding up the directions so I can see it. Thanks, Mom. It is 5 inches by 8. Happy New Year, Debbie. Thanks for tuning in. And we're going to pull out this arm on the side, and we're going to go to the 8-inch mark and go ahead and cut it. All right, so we've got this piece. Now we're going to score this. This is the insert piece that is going to make the pop out mechanism. All right, so this is scored at 2 inches. Don't want to cut. I'm going to use the lighter gray one, which is the scoring blade. So that's 2 inches. And then I'm going to slide it to 3.5 inches. And then I'm going to slide it to 5.5 inches. There we go. All right. So we've got that. And while we're at it, I'm going to grab a scrap. A basic white, and we're going to die cut some. Ooh, that feels like thick, but that's okay. This is just for our greetings. So, bring this back up. All right, so we've got this piece, and we're going to go ahead and die cut. No, we're not. I changed my mind. Hang on. Let's stick this inside first, guys. All right, so we've got that piece that we scored. This was, again, 5 by 8, scored at 2, 3.5, and 5.5. And we're now going to fold it. So I'm going to start on this 5.5 inch score line, and I want to fold that as a valley. Okay, so you can see V for valley. And then this one is going to be up like a mountain. And this one is also going to be up by a mountain. So it's valley, mountain, mountain, or if you're starting from the left to right, mountain, mountain, valley, either way. And then we're going to go ahead and give this a crease. Greetings from Australia, where it is already tomorrow, right? It's already the new year. It's already 2025 there. And then we're going to go ahead and give this a good crease. All right, so this piece is going to go inside our card. I do find it a little bit easier to stick on this piece of designer paper before I put the insert in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But before I do that, I'm going to remind myself where the heck it goes. So this 2-inch score that we did first on the left, that's the mountain, that one is going to be nestled right in next to that score line. And then the next scored section is where this designer paper is going to go. So now that I've reminded myself where it goes, we'll open this up and stick that in. All right, so let's pop that in place right here. And we're going to be putting an adorable little critter inside on the front end. It will also end up being on the inside of the card because that's how this card works. All right, so we've got this piece, and we're now going to go to this end where the 5.5 inch score line was, the one that was the valley, and we're going to put adhesive on this panel right here. So I'm going to just open up the whole piece, lay it flat. It's a little easier for me to get the adhesive on that way. All right, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick this on, but I'm going to fold it back up because that's going to help me decide where this goes. I'm going to take this left end that's got the cut edge, and I'm going to nestle that right up next to the score line for the card. I don't want to go over that score line, right up next to it. And I want about the same amount of space at the top and at the bottom. And then I'm going to check over here on the side, kind of get that straightened up. So I'm going to go ahead and press that down. You can even just close the card and give it a rub. All right, so we've got the right side connected. Now we want to connect this side. Now when I close the card, you can see that part of it's to the window. It's really critical with this card that we don't put any adhesive here. We are putting adhesive on the front of this piece because we want it to stick to the front of the card like this. Okay, so this panel is the one we're sticking, and it needs to stick to the front of our card. So we're going to put that flat. You can actually open it up for this. I find it a little bit easier because there is a score here and it kind of gets in the way. So I'm going to open up flat. I'm going to put adhesive only at the top and only at the bottom, and all along that cut side. I'm not going to put any adhesive on the folded side or in the middle there. Okay, now I'm going to accordion it back up flat, push it down, and then I'm going to close the card. Now it's adhered to the front, and it's going to give us that pop-out mechanism. Okay? All right, there we go. And so now we're going to take the circle that we cut out from our card, and we're going to adhere this inside. This is also critical. You only want to stick it to one side. You do not want to stick it on the left. If you stick it on the left, it's not going to do anything when the card opens. It's going to stay in place. But if you stick it on the right, it will flip open when the card opens, and you can see it from both when the card is open and closed. So I'm going to close my card. I only want adhesive on the right, so I'm just going to add the adhesive right in the hole there. And then I'm going to take that circle and just that we cut out of the card and line it right back in to that hole. Okay? And now it's adhered. Yay! All right, so we're ready for our cute critter. We're actually going to be using this extra piece that was also cut out from the front of the card. We're going to use that on the inside of the card for this version. But we're going to die cut a critter. And I would love you guys to help me decide which one we're going to do. So we're using, this is the Storybook Moments Designer Series paper. So stinking cute. These are little, what did we decide, chipmunks? Chipmunks. My niece said they're chipmunks because you can see the little stripies on their faces. So super cute. Our card, you guys chose a pattern that had boho blue. So that was the base I made for our card. So we're going to pick one that has some boho blue in it. So I would like you to let me know if you would like the one holding the daisy or the one that is plucking the acorn. So let me know, daisy or acorn, which one you want. Now there are a lot of others that you could do here. I did this card for a swap. I had to make 21 cards, and we used quite a few. We did this guy. I have pictures of all of them. I don't have the cards anymore because I turned them in already, but I will post the pictures tomorrow on our Susie Upfield Facebook group. Anyone is welcome to join that and hang out with us. All right, how are our votes coming in, Mom? Are you watching them here? Daisy, daisy, acorn. I've seen a couple acorn, a couple daisies. So we're debating between these two. 3 more daisies, 1 more acorn. I think the daisy's in the lead. You guys like flowers like me, right? All right, daisy, daisy. All right, we're going daisy. All right, few for the acorn. Acorn guy's really cute too. Kind of depends on who you're sending it to. Now this one to me looks like a girl chipmunk because she's got an apron on and she's got a flower, right? And this one is clearly a girl. This one is a little more masculine, so it kind of depends on who you're sending it to. I did these cards with Old Olive base paired with Basic Beige. In fact, I have one I can show you in just a minute. We also did some in Lost Lagoon, and some of these have Lost Lagoon accents to them. So it's nice because you can use all of them or a lot of them with different patterns and things. So I am going to just take my paper snips here, and I'm just going to rough cut out this gal with the daisy. There we go. Put that aside, and I'm going to bring in the die cutting machine, and we're going to use again the same dies. These are the Stylish Shapes dies, and we're going to use the here it is right here. I got to put that back. So for the circle on our front, we use the 3rd down, right? So we're now going to use the 4th down from biggest to die cut our little critter. Now we're gonna go for more flower than tail on that. You could decide, you could chop off the whole flower. I like the flower, and the flower is what's got the blue in it that matches our card base, right? So we're gonna go for the blue there. So I'm gonna go ahead. And bring up the die cutting machine from the floor here. And let's pop this in here. We're going to go back to that sticky note and just secure her down. Let's see, you can slide this around, and, you can pick wherever you want. It's okay to cut off a little bit of flower, a little bit of chipmunk. It's all good. And we're going to go ahead and stick that down. Now there are some patterns in this paper, not on this sheet, but on some other sheets that do match with the actual animal dies from the set. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and die cut a banner to use on my card. We're also going to use a circle on the inside, but it's going to be the same circle as that. So I'm just going to cut the banner for now. And let's, oh, I banged into that. Oops, I don't have clearance for my handle cranking here. I'm not used to doing this sitting down. All right. You could absolutely fussy cut her out, but look how cute she is with the circle. If I fussy cut her out, I actually would die cut a circle to put her on anyway, because the circle's really cute on this card. All right, so we've got our little banner there. That's the shorter, wider. There's wide banners and there's skinny banners. This is the shorter of the wide banners. And then we have our cute little critter right here. There she is, adorable. And now we're going to cut another circle here. This is for our inside sentiment. So let's pop that in and crank that through. Joyce, you made the same card using this set. Yeah, it's so cute, right? Let's crank this through. And great minds think alike, right? All right, I'm going to set this aside. And let's go ahead. Now we're going to be losing the live comments on this video because I had some sound issues at the beginning. So I'm going to be editing those sound errors out for the people that are trying to watch on replay later. So when that happens, we do lose our live comments. So sorry about that. But it will be worth it to not have that messed up sound at the beginning. And sometimes I have to wait until YouTube gets done doing their processing or whatever before I can do that. All right, so we've got our cute little critter. Let's bring that card back in. And we're going to go ahead and stick her on right here. We're going to use a dimensional and pop her up here. So let's grab this and pop it right in here. Oh, Georgia's got her set coming on Thursday. Great. All right, let's pop this on. Now, the Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog begins for customers on next Tuesday, January 7th, and it's also the beginning of celebration. So if your order is $60, you qualify for a free celebration goodie. And then if your order is $120, you can get 2 of the $60 items, so there are some second level celebration goodies that you can get instead. All right, so we've got our cute little critter in place there. And now we're going to put our banner down here. So I'm going to grab some stamps from... These are from the Storybook Friends stamp set. Now this would be cute for Easter, for Happy Spring. I'm keeping a little bit generic by going Hello Friend. And for the inside, I'm doing a thank you card. Thank you so very much. So I have, I don't think I got the ink, did I, Mom? Oh, okay. Boho Blue. Got it. Found it. All right. Here is our Boho Blue ink pad. And we're going to stamp the words Hello Friend here. All right. And I'm going to pull it towards me so that I can see and try to get it straight. There we go. That's the wrong color. All right. Susan did not clean her stamps. Oh. I think I had Old Olive on them, and Old Olive and Boho Blue together make Lost Lagoon, guys. Fortunately, we have one left over from making these cards, so I'm going to cheat and use this. And you know what? I bet you I didn't clean that one either. Oh, my goodness. I had one more card I had to come up and do the words on this morning, and yeah. I forgot to clean my stamps, and it got me in trouble. Yay, Heather Caught Alive. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and ink up thank you so very much and stamp that on that circle. This is the same size circle that our little critter was punched out of. And let's close that up before I have an inky disaster. And we're going to go ahead and put our banner here on the card. Right down kind of in this quadrant here. right? We've got, is that centered?
Good to
Yeah,
me.
that's good enough, right? Okay. All right, and we're gonna add some embellishments here, and we're gonna add a ribbon as well. So, for embellishments, we're gonna add these textured dots. On some of the cards that I did with some all boho blue patterns or all boho blue and white, I used pearls because they went a little bit better. But because this has brown on it, for this pattern, I used the textured dots, I think.
That looks nice.
Yeah, I think they look nice. It's kind of, these papers are a little bit rustic. They have a lot of basic beige in them, so those textured dots are cute on the front. And then for the edge, we're going to add some ribbon. Now you could use basic beige. I did that on a lot of the cards. For this one, I was also using the diagonal white and I ran out. So then I switched over, for some of the cards, I switched to this one, which is the, what's this one called? Iridescent striped trim. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, you know, with this card, you can't put your ribbon in that way. You got to thread it through the hole because we made a little pop-up there. So let's go ahead and pop that in here. Janine was doing cards at the laundromat. That sounds like multitasking, Janine. All right, is that gonna look okay? Yeah, I think that's gonna look okay because I don't have another option. So we're gonna go with that. Let's put this on here. Hang on. All out of white ribbons. Susan needs to get an order in, doesn't she? All right. All right, let's grab this. And I'm going to cut that right there. And we're going to go ahead and tie this on. All right. Save that for the inside of our card. You know, we could have used basic beige for this. I think it also would have worked because of the brown in the cardstock. So maybe I should have asked you guys. I'll put this on and you let me know if you're okay with it. And if you're not, we'll change it, okay? So I'm going to pull those tails tight. Just doing a knot there and just going to trim that off. And I'm not sure how much the camera catches this iridescent. Sharon says her mom will be 88 next month, and she just finished an explosion box for one of her 23 great-grands.
Wow.
My mom, I'm not going to say how old you are because I'll get in trouble, so I'll just keep my mouth shut. So this is with the iridescent. Are you guys okay with this, or would you rather me change it out to the basic beige? Let me know in the comments. I'm watching for your comments. While you're voting on that, I'm going to go on to the inside of the card here. I like it too. And we're going to take this leftover piece of plaid and we're going to put that on the inside. Found it. I lost my adhesive momentarily. Take a sip, everyone. Doing pretty good tonight. I haven't lost a whole lot of stuff. Sometimes, Mom, they're taking a lot of sips. Oh, we got one vote for beige, but some like how the stripes match up with the plaid. All right, so I'm just centering this, and I'm kind of lining it up to being being across from the circle, so that I have room for signing the card. You like it as it is. Some like the beige, more beige, white ribbon. Judy, I'm out of white. I used it all up for this swap. Totally out. I thought I had a backup in my drawer. Nope, I don't. I do not. Yeah, they all right. Well, let's try it with the beige, you guys. All right, so we're gonna pop this on right here. Thank you so very much. Right in our circle there. Okay, let's take this one off. You like it. Georgia likes it white. Luana likes it as it is. Marty would like to see the beige. Mary says I've only had 5 found its tonight. So, all right. Well, let me show you another version that has the beige. So this is one of the other ones I did. So this is just another pattern of I think it's called Timeless Plaid. Yeah, Timeless Plaid. Another pattern. This is the little chipmunk holding the platter with the strawberry on it. So adorable. And for this one, I used basic beige for the banner and the ribbon. And then inside, basic beige for the insert, where this one I did the white. You know, this one I think probably with this pattern, I could have gone either way. I could have gone with the beige on the inside or the white, either way. So Judy says no beige. So we'll leave this one. I have enough people that voted okay. It's okay as is. We'll leave this one as is, and especially since we have this other one that we can look at that has the beige on it. So and then some of the ones where I did the white ribbon and there was no brown in the paper, I did the pearls instead. Totally, you know, totally optional and whatever you want to do. So the beige is a little more masculine. Now this one, there are a lot of, let me bring that paper back in. A lot of these critters have Old Olive in them. So they're, you know, and some have both the green and the blue in them. So you can go either way. This one I did on Old Olive. This one I think I did Lost Lagoon. No, I think I did it on several different ones. So it kind of depends on which critter you're using too, and which ones, you know, match. But I was able to make a lot of cards with my pack of Timeless Plaid using the different critters in the paper. So we had another one here. Oh, here's the other one. I did do a few on the Lost Lagoon as well. And I did, like I said, the one holding the net and the one with the little kind of Lost Lagoon colored scarf on there. So you can do, with a pack of this paper, you can do a whole variety. And then I still have, like I said, I did 21 cards for this, now 23 total now. And I still have all of these other colors that I didn't even use. I just focused on the blue-greens, basically. And I still have some of the other colors. Now, this one could have been one I used. We liked the darker, didn't we, Mom? Mom helped me decide which ones to use. So I'm seeing votes for a project sheet. You know, that is a great idea, Debbie. So again, I send out free project sheets to my email subscribers. Anyone is welcome to subscribe to that. I hit the wrong button. That button. You can go to SueStanfield.com and click on subscribe to get those. And okay, let's go back here. There we are, Mom. Yay, now they can see us if we look up here.
All right.
Thanks so much for joining us. I love that designer paper too. We're going to toast you one more time. All right, this one's mine. It's got lipstick on it. This one's yours. Got our sparkling pear juice here. Cheers, friends. Happy New Year. Thank you for making and sending handmade cards. You are absolutely making the world a kinder place with every card that you send. We're going to go have dinner with my husband and son and play some games, and we'll see if we can make it till midnight. Cheers. I'm looking forward to an amazing 2025 and doing a lot more creating with you all. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Let's see if I can end the video. Sit it down. Bye.